Hey again, local Jay Swearingen with Dwell Kansas City Residential Real Estate. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Living in 64116, where we introduce you to the businesses and organizations just north of the river and the role they play in making the Northland such a great place to live and work and play and raise a family. Today we're going to speak with Kylie Suter, the owner of Velo Garage and Tap House in North Kansas City. Kylie, thanks for having me out.
No problem.
So it's a cool place and an odd concept. You don't see this a lot. So tell me about how those two things came together.
You don't see it a lot in the Kansas City area, but they're pretty popular across the country in areas where the biking is actually pretty popular. Places like Portland, Minneapolis, Colorado. There's a lot of great places where these actually gave me my idea.
Is that right? So you've been to a place like this before?
Yeah, they've been to a lot of places like this actually. So when I would go camping with my VW bus with my wife, we'd go find different places to ride, and we'd actually end up finding places like this or bike shops, because I like to frequent bike shops and of course like to taste the craft beer of regions. So.
Get your bike fixed, and while you're waiting, you have a beer.
Yeah.
All right, so let's break the suspense. Tell everybody about what's going on here, what it is.
Velo Garage and Tap House is pretty much a full-service bike shop. We do mobile bike repair, we sell new bikes, we sell used bikes. We have 19 different craft beers on tap, and they rotate, so if we blow a keg, we always bring something new out. I think we work with almost 6 or 7 different distributors across the state of Missouri to bring in really great craft beers. We have a full bar as well. We're working on getting a food solution here. We're pretty excited about that. That'll happen in July.
Food truck or something?
No, it'll be, I can't give you all the details, but we'll actually have food on site here. It won't be a food truck.
We'll come back. We'll come back and talk about it.
There you go. Yeah. It's just, it's a concept that most cyclists are always happy to see when they pop in.
Yeah. And so, is it mostly cyclists, I would imagine, or is it not really?
No, it's just people that like to have a fun time, hang out. I mean, people that like great beer show up. People that don't ride bikes come in all the time. Yeah. But we've got ping pong, we've got beer games that we do all the time. We've got cornhole in the back. It's just basically a place to hang out and have fun.
Now, I saw on Facebook the other day, you actually craft a bike? You actually kind of build from scratch or not?
I don't build anything from scratch. We have a lot of friends that are frame builders, but we actually do a lot of builds for customers. So if they bring a frame in and they want to pick out their components, we can do that.
All right. And so get it fixed, buy a bike, evidently. I saw a rack of bikes.
Yep.
What are your hours? Are you open a lot?
We are open Tuesdays through Sundays. The tap room is open different hours than the bike shop. The bike shop's going to be open 11 to 7 every Tuesday through Saturday, and 12 to 5 on Sundays, and then the actual tap room is going to be open 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and then the rest of the week we're pretty much here until 10 o'clock.
Got it. And you're the owner, you've owned it since day one.
Uh-huh.
You created the concept for Northtown anyway.
Yep.
And how long has it been here?
We've been here for a little over 2 years. We originally started with an actual mobile unit called the Velo wagon. It sits in our beer garden. It's actually a 69 VW bus. It's got beer taps built into the side of it, so we actually serve beer out of it on weekends when we're having fun, and then we also do it for events.
So a beer garden, tell me about that.
The beer garden is basically the lot that was behind our shop. We've been eyeing it for the whole time we've been here, and we had a moment to actually be able to get it for the shop, and
nice.
We're a DIY space, so it literally is just me. I have a business partner. His name's Kevin. He's a great dude, but it's just one of those things where we have to we do it ourselves. So the build out we did ourselves. The beer garden, we're still doing that ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's getting closer and closer to what we want it to be. So
they did great what Northtown is doing. I mean, you guys are obviously a big part of that, but it just seems like every time I turn around, there's something like you, new and cool and entertaining here. We
actually could not be happier to have landed in North Kansas City. We have had a great experience with the city itself. The community's fantastic, the biking's fantastic, and you're right, there's a lot of cool stuff that's always coming on the horizon here that's just amazing. So we
were just, at Mackin Park, there was the Art in the Park, and you guys were there.
Yep, we had our beer wagon out there.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Yeah. Hey, listen, well, thanks for having us out.
Thanks for coming.
I hope we just tell this story far and wide, because it's a cool place.
Thanks, man.
We'll see you.
Thanks, Jay.
Hey, thanks for joining us for another episode of Living in 64116. If you enjoyed this episode, please like it and comment on it, and most importantly, share it so more people can learn about Velo Garage and Tap House in North Kansas City. And we'll see you next week.